Think about that one goal, the one that keeps you up at night, the one that lives in your notes app, half planned, half feared, the one you whisper to yourself when no one's around. Got it? Good. Now ask yourself this: what if the reason you're still not there has nothing to do with your lack of discipline or time or talent, but everything to do with the people you let get close? Yeah, that might sting, but stay with me. In our first talk, we broke down the deadly habits that keep powerful men stuck in small lives. And deadly habit number 5? Tolerating mediocrity through company. A habit that sounds harmless, but it's lethal. Some men don't fail because they're weak. They fail because they're loyal to the wrong damn people. Today, we're pulling the curtain back on a truth that most people never face. Your circle is either your sanctuary or your slow death. Not because someone betrayed you in a Netflix drama kind of way, but because they drained you, distracted you, or discouraged you in the quietest ways possible. The kind of betrayal that doesn't leave scars, just rust. We're going to expose 5 types of friends that are secretly killing your vibe. By the end of this, you'll not only recognize them, you'll know how to break free. Let's go. Dream crusher. They call it realism, but it's really just their fear, dressed in logic. You come to them excited, buzzing with an idea, a business, a creative project, a new path. And their first instinct? They poke holes. Are you sure that's a good idea? You know how competitive that is, right? Most people fail at that. They say they're being practical, but in reality, they're building a ceiling over your ambition. The dream crusher doesn't want you to fall. They just want you to stay small, because your growth reflects their stagnation. And what happens? You stop sharing your ideas. You shrink. You edit your dreams down to match their fears. Not because you failed, but because you were convinced not to try. Not every thief steals money. Some steal your focus, your emotional fuel, your will to keep going. You know this one. Your phone lights up with their name, and your soul sighs. You answer, and for the next 30 minutes, you are their therapist, cheerleader, and emotional sponge. Crisis after crisis, complaint after complaint. And when the call ends, you're exhausted, depleted, done. Energy vampires don't just take your time. They take the very fuel you need for your own goals. They consume your clarity and leave you wondering why you feel so stuck. It's not burnout. It's emotional theft. Nothing is ever their fault. Life is just a never-ending storm raining only on them. They complain about their job. You offer help, they say it's more complicated than that. They vent about being broke. You recommend a budgeting app, they roll their eyes. They don't want solutions. They want validation for their story of powerlessness. Hang around long enough, and their helplessness starts rubbing off. You start holding back your own wins, afraid they'll see them as an insult. You start dimming your light so they don't feel left in the dark. But here's the truth. You do not owe anyone your stagnation. You say you're making progress. They say they're ahead. You finally run that 5K? They're training for a half marathon. You got a raise? They're launching a business. You're not in a conversation. You're in a quiet competition you never signed up for. And slowly, your wins stop feeling like wins. Because they're always being measured, outdone, overshadowed. Eventually, you stop sharing. Not because you're not proud, but because you're tired of being made to feel like it's not enough. A true friend claps. They don't compare. Chronic complainers live under a storm cloud, and they want you to stand in the rain with them. The traffic, the weather, the system, their life, nothing is ever good enough. Their negativity isn't just heavy, it's contagious. You might walk into the conversation feeling fine and leave noticing everything wrong with the world. Here's why this is dangerous. Progress requires hope. It demands optimism. To chase big goals, you have to believe better is possible. The chronic complainer makes that impossible. They poison the well you're trying to drink from. Now that you see it, you can't unsee it. So what do? Step 1. Boundaries. You don't need to blow up the friendship. You just need to stop handing them your energy. Let the phone ring. Spend less time. Change the subject. You can say, "I'm working on staying focused. Let's talk about something uplifting." You're allowed to pivot. You're allowed to protect your mental space. Step 2. Curate your circle. Distance alone isn't enough. You must surround yourself with expanders. People who lift. People who build. People who light up when you talk about your goals. This is your inner circle. Treat it like sacred ground. If any of these hit too close to home, good. That means you're waking up. Drop a comment. Share which type you've dealt with. You're not alone in this. This is clarity. And clarity is power. This isn't about blame. It's about honor. Honor your ambition. Honor your time. Honor the future that depends on your energy. Your vibe is your life force. Protect it. Curate it. Defend it with everything you've got. And today, take just one action. Let that draining call go to voicemail. Text someone who fills your cup. That one small choice? It's a vote for your future. You don't need permission, just decision. Clean your circle. Your next level demands it. And if you're serious about building that next level, hit that like button so this message spreads. Subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a video that keeps you locked in. Because this isn't just content, it's strategy for your transformation. If you're wondering what habits might be holding you back, I broke that down in another video. It's in the description.